Hey traders, welcome to another live session, and let me know if there is any sound issues and if you can hear me properly. Anything? So today we're going to go through all the markets and look for the possible opportunities if we have. One by one we're going to look at the pairs. So if you have any questions, you can always ask me. So we're going to look at some scalping setups as well on 5 minutes time frame. But before that, we're going to look at the entries on a usual time frame or 4-hour time frame, and if there are any conditions I'm looking at, I'm going to mention that if you're watching recorded session, and you can always watch it later on. Good afternoon, Thomas. What's up? And I think so we had a question from Andreas. Now, before I continue, if you couldn't attend or if you can't attend live sessions, you can always email me or DM me and write down your instrument, whichever instrument you are looking at, if you are interested, for me to do analysis, and at the start of the session I will do that first. So for example, now Andreas want me to cover TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor Index, so we're going to look at that quickly. So it's TSM. So that's for you, Andreas, and then we had some for Eric as well. I'm going to take a look quickly, and that's the one we had. So we're going to add that and we're going to pull it up, and TSM is right in our indices and stock section. And so this instrument has now broken below the previous low, right? So that's a break and retest at this point. So we are below 50 EMA as well, and if you look here, not completely broken below 50 EMA, but very important for you to wait for one more candle to close below 50 EMA. So once we have that, then we're going to look for entries on 4-hour time frame. So for that, I'll mark my zone like this. So once the zone is broken, we can use this zone for the pullbacks and bearish trades only. So have these zones ready. So it's likely a zone that will push the price lower. And then we're going to look at one more instrument. Request from Eric. Let me check. Sorry for the noise in the background. That's our fan. It's really hot here, and that's why. So Eric needs me to do HK Hong Kong index. That looks like that. So HK 33. So that's the one we have here, and that's on Owanda, which is good. So broke below the EMAs. A little channel is forming. Right here. So expect some moves in between the channel, and then eventually I'm expecting it to break below. So I'm only gonna be looking at bearish trades for this one, for Hong Kong index. So not buying until we are not broken above this channel, but we are now below 50 EMA. So that is why I'll be looking to enter my sell trades only once we are broken below. With a retest, bearish engulfer, and entries will be on for our time frame. So right here, if you see this channel, once we are broken below, we have a confirmation of a breakout. So that's what I'm looking at here on this index. So only looking for sell trades with a condition which is break below this channel and with a retest and bearish engulfer. So next time, Eric, if you have any questions, you can always email me so that I can write down in my list for the analysis. So anything else, just let me know if you have any questions. So I'm going to go one by one again. And by the way, we had a nice entry on Canada JPY. If you are my student, you know we had a valid pullback entry, and if you receive my alerts. Hey Walid, good to see you. Good afternoon or good evening. For me, it's almost good afternoon. So yeah, now my advice is to you guys, very important. I want to discuss this. So for example, I did not send this as a trade alert, but for the students, if you are my MMT, a full course student, you don't even need to wait for my signal. You know this entry has happened. Yes, US Cocoa in a second. So swing high bearish engulfer, valid entry, 91 pips, target has been hit easily, and as you can see, I've taken this trade in my real account as well, and right here my target has been hit. I took this trade in the morning and that played out nicely. I'm also looking at Euro USD right here for the possible trades, and this is the target I'm looking at in case you are watching a recorded session. Right here, these are the targets, and 1.09055 is my take profit, almost hit but then came back down, and then we had 1.08613 is a stop loss. So let's see how it goes for this one. So for the wallet, let's look at US Cocoa, and then I'm going to continue. So for this one, I'm still looking at this level below for a possible formation of double bottom. So that's what I'm expecting from US Cocoa. So wait until you see a clear push down with pin bars, 382 candles, or bullish engulfer. Otherwise, I'm not taking any trades, not selling until we are not broken below these lows and 6459. So once we are broken below 6459, only then we're going to look for the sell side. Otherwise, we're just looking at buying trade and for the possible double bottom pattern. So yeah, that's the one. And also I want to mention one more thing. So last week I've sent a trade alert which was where is that? Right here. Now I was late for the entry, and when I sent this alert, it was price was almost here. Now that doesn't mean I bought here. I entered with a limit order and I got an opportunity to enter at the pullback, right? So I was involved in the trade and that nicely hit profit. So if you receive alert which is delayed, or if you have received the price is already up, enter with a limit order so that it won't affect your risk to reward ratio. And that is how I've entered and managed to involved in this trade, and that's nicely pushed higher. So make sure you do that as well. And once I see an entry, once I've personally taken these entries, I send it to you as well. So in that process, sometime price pushes up or low. If it's lower, then it's good. You get a better reward risk ratio, or enter with a limit order only. Hi Monthur, good to see you. Let me know if you are trading any particular instrument, and if you're looking at any instrument, we're going to take a look. But now we are just looking at the market. one by one. NZDJPY, one of my favorite pair, of course. I love this pair. So far this year had a maximum amount of winning trades, if you see nicely. We are now in a support area, nicely in the support area. So we are buying from here. So wait for the possible entry. Now let's say if this candle turns to be a 382 candle. I'm going to give you one example. In that case, I will not enter straight away. So I will enter few pips above and then go an ATR below the wick, which is roughly like this, below the zone, and then go 1 to 1. And that is a condition in a case if the price, if you want to enter very aggressively and enter above the price, not at the market order. Of course, Thomas, we're going to take a look very shortly. But personally, I would like to enter with bullish engulfers or double bottom. That is also fine. That is aggressive and risky, but that can play out as well because it is a very good level and that can be entered aggressively as well. So yeah, that's a buying area, a good area to enter buy trade. So these are the conditions I'll be looking at for my entries. For aggressive and less aggressive, double bottoms as well, I'll be looking at. But we are now in a buying area. So let's look at Poland against USD. Sorry, there was a call. Let me put my phone on silence. Okay. Okay, where is right here? So I think so. That was a fake out last week. If you look here, that forms a head and shoulder pattern right here, and let's mark the rejection zones so that we can see that actually was not a perfect head and shoulder pattern because it broke above the termination zone. But let's use it as a discretion of this shoulder. It can't be perfect in the real markets, but let's see. So it is now above the termination zone. It would be better if you wait for the price to break above this high. That will be a confirmation of the price to push higher. Now, right at the break can also be risky and aggressive entry. In this case, we keep a stop loss below these wicks. Now, like I mentioned, ideally I would like to see a head and shoulder pattern to be completed here without a candle to close and break above. But just looking at the discretion, if you keep it like this, exactly like this, then I would use this candle as my entry candle or use this candle right at the break of termination zone. Keep my stop loss below and take profit. You can go 1.4 to 1 from here as well for the better risk to reward ratio. Means if you entered, let's say at the break, keep a stop loss below. 1.4 to 1 looks like this. So that is an aggressive entry, very aggressive entry, but that's really up to you if you want to take a risk. But if you want to look for a good pullback entry with the bullish condition, then I would like to wait for the break above this high and then a pullback and then bullish engulfer. So these are two conditions and two ways I would enter this market. So looking at the pattern, we can expect a price to hit a level above, which is right here, 3.9828. that goes up to 4. So that is something I'll be looking at from here because we have a head and shoulder pattern and that will likely push the price higher. So that's what I'll be looking at here on this pair. Right, so let's look at any setups on indices. US 30 about to hit the zone that was sent in report. Forex I will send today shortly. UK 100 is just ranging. Nasdaq is pushing up with this pattern right here. From this area we can expect a likely hit of 50 EMA and then push lower. Tesla played out nicely, that was mentioned, and Apple will likely push higher from 220 and that goes down to 216. SP 500, I'm not taking this trade. I'll be using this level that is quite lower, so I will wait for the price to come down in this level. I know that's quite a wait, but that is how we need to be trading with conditions. And AUS 200 Australia 200 index is pushing higher from the zone but had no condition, so I will look for the double bottom if we have that, but that was a buying area that was sent to you as well. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, guys, please ask me in the comment section. Any confusion, if you want to learn something, make sure you ask right now. Now the setups I'll be personally looking at, NZD USD has broken below, so I will be looking at my Fibonacci entry and I will set my limit order right here. Keep my stop loss bit above and take profit 1.618 retracement. That's aggressive entry. Less aggressive will be bearish engulfing pattern only. New Zealand is pushing lower, weaker, heading towards a major level for NZD CHF. GP225, sure. 0.5206 goes up to 0.5254, a level from where I'm expecting a good push higher, a good level, and I'll be entering here aggressively. JP225 is in a trend continuation bullish area. Expect a possible push up from here. Looking at this bullish engulfing pattern, weak pattern, because I want to see a candle to engulf the wick as well, but that's also fine. We can expect a good push up at least till 50 EMA from here. We already have a push up from here. Rejection is possible at 20 EMA, and a move like this is possible from this area. So expecting some bounce from this area, and I'll keep my stop loss below the zone as well. If I would have entered here, I've not entered, but if I would have entered, keep my stop loss below the zone. Euro GBP, that is out, not looking for any trades for this one anymore. Euro CAD, if you remember my triangle pattern, send this as an alert if you have taken this trade right here. That hit the targets as well. No setup for CHF JPY, just a sideways move. Nothing for CAD CHF, not looking at it. Only bearish trade for AUD CHF. Zone is quite far here, so I'm going to leave that for next week. Let's look at USD Japanese yen. So this was a zone that was broken recently. Break and retest right here. Break, retest, and we can expect a price to push lower. But for me, I want to see an entry condition. In general, we can see some more push down from this pair. For my entries, bearish engulfers below 50 EMA if we have a push up to 50 EMA. Or if we have a double top here, that is also my entry condition. So expect a push down from USD Japanese yen. NZD CAD, not a good pair, have a very high spread on my broker IC markets where I trade. For USD CHF, no entry conditions for now. So let's remove these not using the zones anymore. So once my zones played out, I've just removed the zone and look for the next condition. AUD CAD that was sent last week. So if you guys were in my group or if you're watching a recorded session, here is 0.91129 that goes up to 0.91474, an area from where I'm expecting a good push up. So wait for the condition to form like engulfers or 382 candle. Hi Shazil, yes, EuroCAD TP hit. That's good. Yeah, I've taken this one. Any chance for the long? EuroCAD will likely push. Let's see. Now I would exit here because that is also a zone. Right here is heading towards a zone. So for me, it can likely push up till here, right till here. So we still have a room for the price to push up to 1.5015 to 1.5062. If you want to manage it, you can still manage it till this zone, a little bit below the zone, just in case. So that is a good level. If you're holding on this trade, then manage it till the zone above right here. So net gas and WIG 20, yeah, I'm going to take a look at that as well. Then we're going to look at 5 minutes time frame scalping session as well. So WIG 30, let's take a look. It was somewhere here. Yeah, that push down, I'm still looking at the level below for the possible push ups, and I'm only looking at this level 2370. Goes up to 2414. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we looked at this level that pushed lower below 50 EMA on daily time frame. So I'm still expecting a price to head lower. If this candle turns to be a bearish engulfer, that will be a valid sell signal, and that will likely push the price lower to this level from where you can expect another bounce up. So keep an eye. That could be a valid candle. I think so. That is closed now. Looks like that. Yeah. So we are seeing the resistance area after the gap of natural gas. So let's look at natural gas. So we are only looking at buy trades. It will likely push higher. Just expect some pullbacks from nat gas. We are now above resistance area, as you can see. Sorry, support area on Cavill.com. And the two entries I'm expecting from nat gas, either some pullback, I want to see some more momentum, then a pullback bullish engulfers, or hit of my termination zone for double bottoms. So only two entry condition. If I find an entry here, then I'm going to go long. If there is no entry, price just falls, then I'm going to go long from this area. So keep an eye. These are the conditions I'll be closely looking at. With patience, without patience, we are not trading, we are just gambling. So wait for the price. If you're looking at dollar index, termination zone is right here. So if the price hit this zone and then forms a right shoulder, then dollar will get stronger. And if dollar gets stronger, it will affect on commodities as well. For example, gold. Will keep on falling down. So let's see how it goes. So that's why dollar is about to make a bullish pattern. So if we get a bullish condition here, I'm only going to go for scalp, exit, and if dollar gets stronger, gold will likely push lower. So that is why I'm not going to hold on with my commodity trades if we have a condition. So we are still in the buying zone here on silver as well. If this turns to be a bullish engulfer, that will be a good entry condition with the oversold situation in the RSI as well. Sorry guys, let me drink my water. Yeah, so bullish engulfers or double bottoms for less aggressive entries I'll be looking at for my trades. So let's look at some more setups. If we are getting, I'll be looking at USD CHF for the possible bearish engulfers. If we have that, I'm going to go short. So as long as I'll get my entries exactly like EuroCAD, we recently took a trade alert. I've sent trade alert here, one here, you see, symmetrical triangle pattern, and then symmetrical triangle pattern. You can call it triangle pattern, people call it descending triangle, so I keep it simple, triangle patterns, right? So that push up, exactly same pattern. You could have entered at the break as well, but we entered at the bullish engulfers. So that is why for USD CHF, if I see another condition, we entered here, and if we have a condition here below 50 EMA, I'm going to go short again. So Shazil, for silver, wait for the price to close. We have no entry on 1 hour as well, so if you are looking at 1 hour time frame, then wait for the price to come down, retest this previous low, bullish engulfer if you are looking for a day trade or scalp. So for on both time frames we had no entries, but we do had a bearish engulfer on 1 hour time frame that played out nicely in short term. So look for your entries on 1 and 4 hour, double bottoms on 1 and 4 hour, wherever you find it, we are going to go long. For now, don't take an entry. We have a likely chance the price can still push down from here. So once we have a confirmation, only then we are going to take the trades. Oil is also in the same condition, bearish engulfers or double bottom, like I've just mentioned in today's video, heading towards, copper is heading towards a zone below that was mentioned on my website as well. So if you're looking at that, silver. So let's see silver again. Yeah, that's right. So you spot it right. If you see that opened a bit above, so that makes it an invalid entry. Yeah, that was a good spot, valid. So in this condition, you can go down to 1 hour time frame, mark your rejection box like this, and wait for the couple of candles to come down, forms bullish engulfer, and we're gonna go long. So yeah, that was a good spot. I'm glad you spot this right. Very important to look at these mistakes, so that is not a valid bullish engulfer if it turns to be a bigger candle. So must be a full engulfing candle, engulf the previous body with the whole body as well. So that's what we are looking at. And so let's look at GBP, New Zealand, NZD that was sent in the report as well. We are now in the main resistance level, a big level, which is 2.1526, goes to 2.16696. I'll be looking for my possible entries, reversals with bearish engulfers or double top for this pair. So we are now in a selling zone. Keep an eye here for possible entries, and I'll be looking at, if I don't send any trade alert, you know it is an area I'm looking at for possible conditions. And for GBP AUD as well, right here, 1.9474 goes to 1.9541. A good level, a major level I'm looking at. Once the price hit my zone, then I'll be looking to enter my sell trades with condition like bearish engulfers or double top entry condition, and that's the only conditions I'll be looking at. So let's look at, and by the way, Shazil, we also getting entry here on your USD. If you want to enter, that's an entry. I've just mentioned that at the start of the video. Stop loss 1.0861. Entry price is right here if you want to enter a bit below That is a good price to enter for the better reward to risk ratio. Entry is right here. Take profit is right at 1.904555 actually. So that's the one I'm in as well, if you're looking at that. And let's see how it goes. That's played out nicely. AUD JPY broke below the low. Only be looking at bearish pullback trades for this one. Recently broke below. Looks like we have a change of trend for this pair. So only bearish trades for USD JPY if you're looking at this pair. So after looking at all the pairs, we're going to go down to 5 minutes time frame and look for some good setups if we have. USD CAD pushed up nicely. If you're looking at this one, expect a push down from here, but for me, for the good entry, I've kept 1.3828, goes up to 1.3878 for my possible reversal trades, because it is more like consolidation than a good zone. So good zone is right here, from where I'll be looking at for the possible entries. Shazil SNNTP is right here. For Euro USD, 1.0861 is SL. Take profit is 1.09055 is take profit. So that's totally up to you if you want to manage or enter this trade. And always gotta take your trades on your own risk. It is something I personally trade and just share with you. Now let's look at 5 minute setup. So for USD Japanese Yen, I'll mark my zone exactly like this. And if it breaks below with a good candle, with a good momentum, not a wick. If you have a close of the candle, I'll keep my stop loss somewhere here. I might adjust if we have some more candles. Let's say if we have some more candle, I might adjust my zone. So 1.221, I'll go for this one if we have a breakout below on AUD JPY on 5 minutes time frame. So I'm going to change my color to purple. For Euro USD is stop loss is 1.0861. Take profit is 1.09055. No setups for AUD USD, no setups here. GB JPY, only bearish trades for this one. So I keep my but if you have some more wicks like this, I'll adjust my box. So here, if we have broken below, so I'll keep my stop loss here and I'll go 1.221. That's GBJPY. Nothing for this one. Nothing for this one. So 2 setups so far. Stock market is also good for these setups as well. Indices. Nothing. So far we have 2 setups. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, gold, we can check. Yeah, Shazil, gold is in the support zone, and all I'm waiting for the bullish engulfer. You know the pattern, right? So if we have bullish engulfer here, I will go for my trade and I'll keep my stop loss for $13 initially, above and below. So far we had 2 setups right now, and still looking for a few. Guys, if you have any questions, do let me know. After this setups, we're going to wrap this session. Found one here. So buy trades for this one. If we have a breakout above, I will adjust my stop loss and take profit if we have. So let's see where we get. Okay, good. So these are the 3 setups I was looking at, and I'm looking at for the breakout on 5 minutes time frame. So looks like we have covered almost every market. Let's look at crypto as well. So where crypto is heading to. 1000 pip, if you're looking at here, possible setup for the breakout. Only buy trades once we are broken above on 5 minutes time frame. If you see, but let's look at on high time frame first, and let's look where the crypto is heading to, starting with bitcoins. You see how nicely the mover is pushing up. XRP, yep, I'm buying XRP at every dip. That's my personal investment. Bitcoin is going to likely push higher to level above 70,621. That is a level till where the Bitcoin will likely push up to still have a chance to go to 73,000. So expect some pullbacks and a push higher. So for Bitcoin, expecting some bullish moves. I've also invested again in Shiba Inu. Where's my coin here? Expecting a push up after a pullback. If you're looking at Solana, we are now at the resistance level right here. So expect some pullback. Now if Solana breaks above this resistance, in that case it will shoot higher. So after some pullbacks, we can expect a break of this pattern as well. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Right, so that is it. Let's look at ETFs. So if you're looking at Boyle, I know a few of you trade cold and boil ETFs as well. So if you're looking at Boyle, look at 12.36 to 1390. From here we can expect another fall. So have the zone ready on your charts. And for gold, expect a push up from 51.33, goes up to 55.21. Have the zones on your charts. So covered every single market there, and hopefully you got a value out of that. Any questions, you can still send me an email at support@moneymarkers.net, or if you have any trading related questions, you can always email me at my personal email, which is umar@moneymarkers.net. So if you have any course related, membership related questions, you can send it to support@moneymarkers.net. Or if you have any course related, if you are already a member or student, you can send me direct email and I'll reply back as soon as possible. My pleasure, Walid. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the session. And I'll see you guys probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday, I'm planning to come back again. Let me quickly check my schedule. And yes, so I will likely come on Wednesday around 4 p.m. UK time. So keep an eye on your emails. I'll send you the links and we can take it from there as well. Hope you trade green. Have a nice day ahead. See you guys in the next one. You guys take care and enjoy the rest of the day.